What's up, guys? This is Nick Vitus with the Vitus Garage Auto Blog, and you know what? There's going to be a couple more new video series. We're going to start it right now. The life of a sales guy. You know, it's something a person enjoys or they don't. So that's something that I put a lot of pride and passion into, and it's a big part of my life. So we're going to kind of explore that. I know a lot of people in my network that I deal with on a regular basis that are also in sales in some sort of capacity, and they all have different vehicles. Now, if you think about it, in the 50s, you would have had a salesman sample, a nice suit. I mean, I'm done for the day, but you know, normally I'd have my suit on, you know, and you'd be going door to door in your old car or whatever year it was, whatever your preference was. But there was a lot of things tailored towards the business coupe. In a lot of ways, this Thunderbird was a great option for someone needing a sales vehicle. Now, that's 1964 in my example. But what about the modern age of salespeople? What are they driving? We're going to take a look at Mr. Gordy. Great guy. Love the guy. He's a super nice guy and a great networker. But typical salesman of 2024. And what is he driving? A Tesla. So in the next series of videos, we're going to talk about practicality of the new, a newer car, different series of cars, depending on the genre, and what it was like as the life of a salesman. So, hey guys, this is my buddy Gordy. We are actually debating, so I have this concept,
yes,
life of a sales guy,
yes,
in 2024 versus life of a sales guy in 1964.
Okay.
So this part is 2024 because we got the latest and greatest technology.
I work in tech.
Yeah. So it's perfect, right?
You gotta have the latest technology.
So I'll have Gordy go around it, and we can kind of.
Sure. 2023 Model 3. It's the rear-wheel drive, so it's the cheapest one, the slowest one. 0 to 60 in five and a half seconds.
Okay.
It's not terrible. Now I get a lot of flack. Did you buy this because you're a tree hugger? No, I'm not. I bought it because I had a 2017 Chevrolet Impala that was fun to drive. Had the big Camaro V6 in it, and I was paying about $350 a month in gas. So I drive completely all over Tucson, from Marana all the way to the east side, just about every day. So do a lot of driving. So I just bought this to save money. At first I thought I would get a plug-in hybrid. Started looking at the cost on those things: $47,000, $57,000, $67,000, $77,000. This was $39,500. So
Nice.
It was a deal I really up. Now I do get the flack, you know, oh, you bought an electric car. Statement's not a political statement. It's just a statement that I hated paying so much for gas.
I think that's fair, actually. That's the best argument I have right now.
I love the car. Fun to drive, super fun to drive. My only complaint is the trunk is too small. I like to play some golf. You can only fit one set of golf clubs. Open it up, but it's pretty full. Pretty full. But the ride inside's super comfortable. The seats are probably some of the most comfortable seats I've ever ridden in. My wife says if they ever make office furniture, she wants to buy an office chair.
I like the handles on these things. They're cool, huh?
Yeah, you push in on the white part, pull it out. I got this one over here.
Cool.
Yeah. So I got the white interior. Did a few little custom add-ons. Put the white there, white. Put the white wrap around the screen.
Oh, nice.
Added these white features just to kind of make it all blend together.
Yeah, I love that white interior. That's pretty awesome.
It definitely is different. Nice and cool here in Arizona.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah. So hey, you want to go for a ride?
Let's do it. So, life of a sales guy. Let's talk about practicality.
Practicality. I don't ever have to stop at a gas station. Of course, it did cut down on the thirst busters and the Slurpees and the taquitos at Quick Trip, but
nice.
I think I need to cut down on that anyway.
Yep. Me too.
Don't we all? So again, this is the slow model. The acceleration on it is instant. There's no torque delay. It's probably the most impressive snap is at about 45-50 miles an hour. Just a flick of your toe will set you back in the just like that.
It does. Sure does. Yeah, it's
instant torque. It kind of reminds me of those little electric cars when you were a kid with the little triggers.
yeah.
It's the same kind of thing. Instant torque. I rarely have to touch the brake pedal because it uses regenerative braking. So it's kind of like a golf cart. I just lift off on the gas pedal, and it will slow itself to a stop, and it actually regenerates the battery power back into the battery.
Oh, nice.
Which means fewer brake jobs, fewer oil changes, a lot less wear and tear than a fuel powered car.
Yeah, and I mean it's very spacious. I'm very impressed with how much room is in here. I'm a big guy and I have lots of room.
The screen, we can go into all the features that are in the car itself. The nicest thing about all these cars is this model being a 2023, almost identical to a 2017, 2018. It's all software updates. So not only are all your accessories pretty much the same and out there, the plethora of them,
Yeah.
but the only difference between this car and a $70,000 dual motor high performance is 3.5 seconds per 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds versus 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds. Same interior, same controls,
Nice.
same everything. So it's all people. I pull up. People think I spent $70,000 on this car, but again, $39,500, couldn't beat it.
Not bad. And if the camera's shaking, we're in Tucson road.
Yeah.
So it is actually surprisingly comfortable for the road we're on. Normally the road I'm on in my truck, feel like I'm out in the woods off-roading somewhere.
I know some of the early models were prone to a lot of plastic creaking and cheap build cheap build feel to them, but the 2023 been very, very, very pleased with it. Again, my only complaint is the trunk is too small.
Which, like back in the day, if you had a Salesman sample or something,
Yeah.
outside of golf clubs,
Yeah.
how's it do with groceries and that kind of thing?
Oh, fantastic. They've got so many cool little accessories. There's a little hanger inside the trunk that you can hang the grocery bags on so they don't roll around your trunk.
Nice.
There's compartments that you can put in the trunk. Again, so many accessories. You can just search on Amazon Tesla Model 3 accessories, and a lot of them are the same as the Model Y as well. So
Oh, really?
A lot of the same accessories.
So I'm gonna flip the camera around so we can check out the screen.
Yeah, we'll okay, so this is your typical screen. The nice thing about it, I load my calendar in it. Anywhere I go, it actually knows exactly where I'm going all the time. As soon as I get into my car, it automatically routes me once it's hooked up, once it's synced. Apple Podcasts, Apple Music. It comes with a ton of different radio stations that all come with it.
The calendar,
Everything.
the calendar is huge. So basically you've got your appointments,
Yeah.
and you're just clicking on it.
I don't even have to click. I get in my car and it just takes me. It automatically routes it for me.
That's
it
pretty
knows
cool.
my calendar. Now, right now we're doing some cold calling, so I don't have anything obviously plugged in there, but I can end that trip. Things to do while you charge. Now, if you use this, a lot of people have a big question. I don't want to charge for an hour. The Tesla superchargers are usually really fast superchargers.
Okay.
They charge really, really quickly. So while you're sitting at a charging station, typically they'll be by a convenience store or a fast food or a restaurant or something. You can grab something. A lot of people just sit in their car with the air conditioning on. You've got some features here. If you want to just kill time, we've got the games that you can play. You can actually, a racing game, I can use the steering wheel to actually steer the car. Those are some of the
That's
fun
pretty
stuff.
Cool.
Different things. Here we go. Theater. I've got Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, And there's a lot of other options that are available too.
Can you watch that while you're driving down the road?
No, you cannot. It only works when it's parked.
Oh, okay.
So it only works when it's parked.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so, and beyond this, there's another website that you can use from the internet. You can actually access the internet called thebettertheater.com, and you have access to everything, HBO, whatever you want.
Okay.
It's all there. So it's like
Nice.
a mobile smart TV right here in the spot. So if you wanted to watch some Disney, seats automatically move back, put you ready to start watching some shows.
Wow.
So get out of this. One fun little feature here, since Nick is here, we'll
ambition is in defense of
stop
Russian.
that. Okay, we're gonna hit the romance button here and get cozy. The seats go back, campfire hits up, you tap that, you get some sexy music playing here.
That's great.
The heater kicks on, just like you're sitting in front of a fire. It's a fun little
That's funny,
little
man.
app.
That's cool.
The light show, if you ever get a chance, we'll record a light show one of these days. You have different options, it'll do it by itself, or if there's a bunch of Teslas lined up, they will dance to music. The lights will come on, the windows will go up and down, the trunk will open up.
Oh, really?
It's a full light show and car dance. It's pretty amazing.
Wow.
And obviously, it's designed by Elon Musk, he's kind of a big 12-year-old boy. We have the emission device here. Someone's sitting in your back seat. You can do different farts, everything from the where's the Falcon Heavy? There we go. Anyway,
That's hilarious.
Again, I think it's designed by a 12-year-old boy, so it's a lot of fun.
That's
you
funny.
Can change the map to the map. Let's see here. Let's change the map. We can change the map to make it look like a Mars background if you're driving around on Mars.
Oh,
There's
that's
some
cool.
crazy features. A lot of things. You can do karaoke. If you want to do some karaoke, this you can do if you have passengers taking a road trip. You want to do some karaoke. You can hit on Hotel California here, and karaoke comes on.
Wow. Okay.
It's kind of neat. I don't want to charge you for any copyrights that you have to pay for there on your YouTube channel. But you got Spotify, just a whole slew of different things. You asked me about dash cam. So it has something called Sentry mode. You can leave it on or off. I leave it off at my house because it does conserve battery when it's off. But if I park in a parking lot, a lot of times people will walk by Teslas and the lights will flash or something like that. So what it does is anybody walks by the car or in front of the car, it will actually create a video of that person. Let's see if we can get someone here walking by the car here. So this was someone walked in front of my car while it was parked. It's coming right here, and so you got different camera angles, so you can see if somebody dings your car and whatnot. So
wow,
you can delete those. And another nice feature too is if you either get in an accident or have a close call or something crazy happens on the road, you hit your dash cam button, and what it will do, it will actually save a clip. So I have a clip, I believe this clip here is where I almost, let's see, is this the one, almost got ran off the road. Can't remember, something happened with this. No, it was not. Okay. Anyway, so you hit the button, you hit the dash cam button, it will actually save from the last 10 minutes that you've been on the road.
Oh, wow.
So if something happened here, here's a good one. This guy almost hit some people in the crosswalk here. I just happened to catch it. You have a blind person actually coming through the crosswalk. The lights, well, about to cross. The light's red. So the green light comes on. This blind person is about to go through the crosswalk, This guy's not paying attention, just wants to make the left-hand turn, and almost hits the poor blind person there in the crosswalk. So I hit the dash cam just to record that, and it'll record that.
Wow.
That moment right there. So it's got some nice safety features as well.
That's pretty neat.
But again,
And
everything's customizable.
And then this is your charging port?
Yeah. So have a charging port here. These are all. This isn't a side accessory that you can get anywhere. There are different combinations. This one I use actually a cable. It does have wireless charging right there.
Oh, nice.
So I can use wireless charging. My phone tends to get hot on wireless charging, so I have a cable that's plugged in inside. I have extra USB cables available here.
Have you noticed it charging with the case on? Does it seem to matter if you have a case or not?
No, it's this phone. It doesn't like wireless charging for some reason.
Gotcha.
It's this iPhone just doesn't like wireless charging. I have friends there are other phones that'll put other people that'll put their phone there, and it'll pick up and wirelessly charge.
Nice.
A lot of room for compartments. I actually carry an Xbox joystick down here that I can actually plug in and actually use as well on video games if I'm sitting there at a charging station. A lot of little secret little spaces available.
Nice. All right.
I've done some add-ons. This is custom. The white is custom. This is an insert that I installed. This white around here, white on the mirror. And this is probably my favorite accessory because it just holds my phone perfectly right in there. Phone doesn't move. This was an add-on that I added on as well.
Is this all stuff you did yourself, or
yes,
you?
I did
so
myself.
It's
an adhesive.
Nice.
It's made for the model.
Yeah, no, it looks really nice. I really like all the white. And then is this dash pad come with it, or is that?
That was an add-on as well well as the sunglass holders that I added on too. So again, ton of accessories. You can have a lot of fun with it. I do have a cracked windshield. I guess one disadvantage, you just can't take it to the local glass place and have them do it in 2 hours. It does need some calibrating, so they needed it all day.
Okay.
So I'm not able to leave the car yet all day, but that will be getting done this week sometime. So.
And I just moved the seat back. I feel like I've never had so much leg room. And then the back seat still has.
Yeah, someone could still fit back there pretty easily.
I'm actually going to move it up.
And show them the complete. The roof is an entire sunroof, and I drive in the hottest part. Living in Tucson, Arizona, and I'm bald. I don't feel any heat coming through the glass. So
nice.
Super reflective.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
That's it. And the sound system is amazing as well. I believe I read somewhere they have 22 speakers inside even the lowest model.
Oh, wow. So from a salesman side of things, let's talk about that, because that's what
so the calendar is a great feature as far as sales. All my appointments are lined up. It's on my calendar. It's linked to my work calendar.
Okay.
Automatic. I get in my car and it takes me where it needs. It routes me to wherever I need to go.
One of the things I always thought was important as a salesperson in any capacity is to have a car that has a certain aura of success. You don't want to show up looking like they're the only jokers buying from you, right?
Right.
So I feel like Tesla fan or not a Tesla fan, this car does that. It's very clean, very sleek. I love how you've got the white with black everywhere. I think that looks better.
I've actually blacked out the emblems as well, just to kind of give it a little different look.
Nice.
The wheels come with these funky hubcaps that are more aerodynamic. You take those off and you can go back to the beginning of the video, some beautiful wheels on this thing that are under the hubcaps that come with it. So,
and I also noticed there's a Teams button on there, which we don't have to pan to, but you can actually do it. Could you actually do a Teams call, or was
Zoom?
It was a Zoom call?
Yeah. So it has a Zoom camera through the front camera up here.
Nice.
So if you're driving, you can't see the camera. You do audio only, but if you're parked, you can do a Zoom call.
So you've got your sales meetings, you need a Zoom call, bam, you're on it.
Yep.
That's pretty handy.
Yep. There's some great phone mounts. I recently have one on order that will swivel on the back of this screen here. Will pop up, and I'll be able to mount my phone directly to it.
Okay.
And I can do a Teams call right from there.
Nice.
As far as sales, get you there quick. It's
Never late.
I mean, pretty silent but deadly.
Yeah.
You ride pretty quietly, and like you said, there is an air of oh, this guy's successful because
Yeah.
even though it's not the most expensive one, but not a lot of people know which one's the most expensive one, which one isn't. Again, this is identical to the $70,000 model, but it's $39,500.
And to be honest, like, I'm transparent. I'm a big V8 guy. Like, I'm not a big Tesla guy, right? So I would have never known. Like the average Joe probably doesn't know. To me, it just looks like a nice Tesla.
Yeah.
I would have never known it was the base model.
And again, I get the stigma. Oh, you're a tree hugger. Well, I get the people sending me joke memes all the time. But my other car. It's funny. Way back in the 70s, you might remember 70s and 80s. There used to be a license plate friend that says my other car is a Porsche.
Oh yeah.
My other car is a Porsche. I've got a 2001 Porsche Boxster S that I really love driving, and it guzzles a lot of gas and it takes premium. So I'm still a gas burner.
That works. That saves it.
I still believe in internal combustion engines. I'm a big fan of that. It just made sense for me. I can drive all day. I get back to my house. I have 75% battery left. I plug it in an hour and a half. It's fully charged, and it's pennies. It's really just pennies a day to run this thing. So it's just made perfect sense for me.
I really wish that I spend more than you'd want to know on gas.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad. And then I go to Phoenix a lot, but I think I'm probably spending $1,000 a month in gas.
Yeah.
I honestly think that.
That's one nice Tesla payment right there.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's see what it's like on the road. We're gonna do a 0 to 60, dude, right now. That was raw and real.
Uphill too. Oh,
Yeah.
we're already at 70.
Wow. Oh, that's cool. It's got the speedometer there.
Yeah.
That's sweet, man.
Yeah, that's pretty quick.
Wow.
It's actually faster than my Porsche.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
It's a different feeling though,
It's-
driving around in a mid-engine.
yeah, it's
mid-engine Porsche, but
that. I mean, electric motors, they have that instant torque,
I'll
right?
give you another example. There we go.
And I don't know if you can see this speed over here dancing, but it goes up pretty quick. Let's see. That gives you somewhat of a feeling, but yeah, definitely you can never take that from a Tesla.
And this is the
instant
slow
torque.
one.
Nice. That's awesome.
They actually make a bumper sticker that says, "And this is the slow one."
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm dying to get that on.
This is kind of cool. Do you change how that looks, or is that always?
So you got cruise control, and then you've got self-drive, or no, it's called autopilot actually. The last speed limit sign it saw was 20 back there, so I'm going to get here so it sees the 55-mile-an-hour speed limit sign.
Yeah, we're not doing
You'll
criminal
see
speed.
It'll read it 55.
There it is. Yeah.
Now we can do what's called autopilot.
Oh, okay, so it actually reads the street signs going down the road.
It's hands-free.
There's the car right there.
And it will, the only thing it won't do is stop at a red light. So you got to kind of pay attention if there's a red light coming. But if there's a car in front of you that stops at a red light, it will actually slow itself down and stop and speed back up. So this is the free version that comes with the vehicle. The full self-driving mode is about $12,000 for that, but that'll take you everywhere. It'll automatically do everything for you.
Oh, wow. Stop, go, just put in the address and it'll drive you there?
Yep, and it will also come find you if you're at the mall and you park your car. You say, "Come get me." It'll come drive to you.
That feature I need.
Yeah.
That I actually need. Oh, a slight discrepancy. It's not a truck.
Oh yeah.
Just kidding. That is
It's
pretty
usually
rad.
pretty good at reading it, but
Yeah, no, I mean that is wicked cool. On my newer Ford SUV, it does have the lane assist, but it doesn't have all the other stuff.
now it's a truck. I recognize it. Now it's over there.
All right.
I had heard that
That's cool.
that Hyundai owns the overhead view, the actual camera overhead view.
Okay.
Like a lot of the Fords have, and you pay a royalty to Hyundai, who owns the patent on that.
Oh, nice.
Tesla hasn't done that yet, so they don't want to do that. So they've got their own system, but it could be in the future. Again, all they have to do is throw out a software update, and it'll automatically update to whatever it needs.
Nice.
Whatever the future brings.
Let's see, U-turns. How are we
Not
doing
very
U-turns?
tight. Doesn't do U-turns very tight. So
Okay.
that is
All right.
one drawback. It is all drive-by-wire.
That's nice.
So it's, I'm not actually steering the actual hardware that turns the tires. It's all electronics.
Well, coming from my truck that can't make a U-turn from here to there, still got that beat.
Yeah, it's not terrible, but it's not as tight as, again, the Porsche.
Yeah. Oh, the Porsche probably has a really nice turn radius. Nice.
Here we go.
All right, so shift is actually the same as my Mercedes or similar?
Yep, straight
So
down.
That's cool.
Yep.
Visibility's good. All right, here we go. Am I off?
Yep. There's no engine. You can go straight down the road here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's my truck. As soon as I let off the gas, it starts rolling. So it was like planted. Oh yeah, as soon as you let off the gas, it kind of slows down.
Yeah. It takes about a day to get used to the regenerative brakes.
Wow. It feels really comfortable. I like the steering. The steering feels
It's
really
tight, isn't it?
responsive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Visibility's good. The mirror, it looks like it's small, but you can see really good at it.
Yeah. Give it a toe snap. You don't have to floor it. Just a little flicker. It's instant.
Yeah, it's like instant torque. You can really feel it's there, It's so simple design. It's crazy just seeing like this all empty,
Yeah. It is a little weird driving at night. The first time when I drove it home from Phoenix, I had no dash lights in front of me at night. This was the only lit up, and it was darker because it was night mode.
Yeah, it's a trip.
But a little getting used to it. Drive for a day, you'll be all right.
Yeah. And then really, a lot of cars, I feel like they've got 18 knobs back here.
Yeah.
It's really simplified now.
All your controls are right there at your fingertips. You got your thumb wheels for your scrolling. Sound system. That controls your speedometer, your cruise control. The right thumb is your cruise control.
Oh.
If you were to put it in cruise control, you can slow it down, speed it up.
Gotcha. Oh, it does nice.
You can stop. You can let off about here, and you'll see how, just to kind of get an idea how far away you want to start letting off. But
So you really save a lot on
brakes, yeah.
brakes.
Yeah, I never have to clean my tires or clean my wheels because there's no brake dust on them,
That's nice.
or very minimal anyway.
And this is basically this blind spot.
Yep. So that's your left
That's
side
cool.
blind spot.
All right. That's super cool. So, great example. We kind of had to change directions here and go to this next stop. But we didn't waste any gas.
Yeah,
Saved a lot on gas.
I thought I was going one direction, but the place we were going was the other direction. So
Yeah, to be fair, it had multiple locations, but I mean, yeah.
we've got it routed in now, so it's going to give us the best path,
Yep.
the fastest route, not necessarily the shortest.
The fastest.
Yep.
And the brake thing is a trip.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing, like my dad, love him, but he's one of those drivers that surge the gas. He would probably learn how to drive better. He drives great. I'm not talking on my dad, but I mean, as soon as you let go, it instantly.
So let me ask you this: are you a shift down guy, or are you a brake guy?
Shift down.
Yeah, I am too. My dad was a brake guy. He always said that brakes are cheaper to replace than engines. So that was his saying.
That's true.
But I'm a shift down guy. To slow down, I let the engine kind of slow the car down, typically.
And it's, if you think of like the old trucks, you had an engine brake.
Yeah.
That was kind of a custom thing, but I've always had really good luck with cars and engines and knock on leather, but
Fake leather.
yeah.
Vegan leather, as it's called. It's
Vegan
actually
leather.
called vegan leather.
So I can imagine you get a lot of grief over having a Tesla. So that would be, that'd be a valid concern as far as people.
I get it. It used to not bother. I think it's bothering me more and more because I look at it, when people do that, I ask them, have you ever ridden in one? Have you ever driven one? I know you may never own one, but have you ever ridden in one?
Yeah.
And once they do, they realize, wow, this is a really well-made car. It's not going to start on fire every
Every time.
I've been when I lived in Phoenix, there was a barbecue on the freeway about once a day, every day in the summertime.
Yeah.
And internal combustion engine vehicle would catch on fire.
So let's talk about that, because we're going to talk even on the 60s car about the good and the bad too.
Yep.
So, with the most love I can towards things, I'm just throwing it out there. The concerns I often hear is when it's cold, the battery life,
Okay.
the fires.
Let me address the cold thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it does affect battery life, but they give you instructions on what to, so before you even before you leave your house, you can start warming up your car, which will actually warm up the battery and give you better battery life. A lot of people skip that, how people are, where, we want to live in the moment, we want to wait till the last minute on things. So that happens.
Okay.
There was a recent thing back east where people had trouble charging because it was so cold. Well, they actually fixed that. Just recently, they released a software update to fix that.
Okay.
So they addressed those things.
Okay.
Now, I cannot speak at all to the to the fire thing. I don't know anything about it. I've never seen one. I've never, other than, the dumb memes that people send, but
Yeah.
I've never heard the reason why. I don't, I could see if you did not use the wrong gauge wiring in your garage and tried to, push too many amps through it, something like that. I could see that happening in someone's garage and wire it incorrectly, put the charger in your garage. But I don't know anything about that, so I can't speak to it.
All right. The biggest concern I think I've had, because I'll admit, I looked at an electric vehicle. It was an Audi, is the e-tron.
Okay.
The biggest concern I had from a financial standpoint is if you buy a new car, I think it's a little numb, this argument. But if you go and you buy an electric car with, let's say, 50,000 miles, what life do you get out of the batteries before you need them replaced?
Gotcha.
And that was like a real concern I had.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, there is some degradation. I don't know the facts on that. I've got 11,000 miles on this car, and I think I've lost 4 miles in 11,000 miles.
Oh wow! It'll actually tell you the.
Yeah. So basically, when it's fully charged, you hit how many miles can I drive? And I think it started out at 272 for this model.
Okay.
And I'm down to 268.
Okay.
In 11,000 miles. I don't know. That's charging every day, topping it off every day.
Okay.
Again, when you buy a used car, you don't know what kind of how the engine was treated. At the same time, you don't know how the battery was treated either.
Right.
Just like a cell phone battery, you can, you charge it all night, it could affect it. There's different software now, and a lot of the iPhones will only go to 80% until you get to right before you wake up. It knows what time your alarm goes off. The last half hour, it charges it, helps save the battery health.
Yeah.
They advise that, and some of the Teslas, they in all the other models except for this one, they tell you to keep it charge it daily to about 80%. Okay. This one is an experimental battery they had for this year, and for this model, the rear wheel drive model.
Okay.
They tell you top it off as much as you can.
Okay.
So there's no they don't expect the degradation. I think it's LFP battery, lithium ferroid, blah 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 blah. I don't know what it is, but
yeah,
it's called. I believe it's called an LFP battery in this model, in the base Model 3.
And you would hope batteries would evolve over the years, and maybe there's going to be improvements to that as well.
And that's actually why I leased this vehicle. So I leased it. it was my first electric car. I wasn't sure on whether I was going to like it. I wasn't sure how battery technology is going to, change over the next 3 to 5 years. I leased it. If I was to do it again, I would buy it 100%.
Okay.
I would have purchased it. And I'll probably end up purchasing.
So would you rather sell in the 60s or in 2024, Cordy?
2024, baby. It's all about the tech. It's all about the tech.
What if you're selling refrigerators?
Hey, smart refrigerators. You can do more. There's more computing power in the refrigerator than put the moon lander on the moon. If you believe that.
That's true.
If you believe we actually went to the moon.
So we're going to compare a Tesla being a sales guy to a 60s T-Bird being a sales guy. Stay tuned. But that's coming. Thanks, guys.